Hi guys, quick sponsorship break. I want to say a huge thank you to Cosy Island for sponsoring today's video. I am going away to Europe. By the time that you watch this video, I will be in Europe. How exciting. So I need some good footwear. I've been needing some nice heels to take, heels that are comfortable, that don't break the bank account, and that also look really nice and will look good with all of my outfits. I'm going to show you these really nice heels that I got and how I've styled them, but there are so many different styles on the website. Okay, so if you guys are interested in different colors, different styles, it's all on there. There is something for everybody on the Cosy Island website. You can see the inside here. There's like this padding. Gorgeous. Like, look at this style and design. Like, that is honestly such a beautiful heel, and it's like mesh, so it's like breathable, and I don't know, it's just really, really comfortable. Okay, I love this design. It's so cute. I've packed a few black outfits and I really love this cheetah print, so this is very much a me style heel. So they have features like arch support insoles and the use of sneaker technology in high heel production. Like I said, there's a variety of different products offered on the website. There are shoes, boots, accessories, etc. Cosy Island is a global footwear brand with the vision of comfort without compromise. This heel has slingback straps that stay put, and you can even fold it. They're also ergonomic. I feel like these are a staple, so I also got these as well when wearing black outfits. I've been loving wearing tights. I'm gonna insert like some pictures from Pinterest so you guys get the vibes, but like tights and heels together, and you know, I really needed a good pair of black heels like this, like something simple, but also guys, these are so comfortable. It blows my mind. Here is a close-up. Again, they have this like padding, so soft. Amazing. These feel super supportive and I love them so much as well. So I'm going to show you guys how I style both of these different heels. Thank you so much to Cosy Island for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are interested in checking out the different styles on their website, you can use my code here on the screen. Everything will be linked in my description below, along with a code for you guys to use too. So yeah, without further ado, let's get back into the video. Hello guys, welcome to another episode, another video on my channel, or if you're an audio listener, this will be on Spotify. If you're not already tapped in, check out my Spotify, and guys, send me some love, follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I'm also posting little like snippets of advice on both platforms. Anyway, I don't want to make the intro too long, okay? So we're just going to dive straight on into it. We are going to be talking about breakups. I have not spoken about breakups in a while. Like, I obviously talk about relationships and love and all of that stuff, but I honestly just feel like I understand now what it means to be in a healthy, happy relationship and how it feels to be broken up with and how it feels to break up with someone. Like, I just feel like I've learned a lot. I know that I'm young and I often get asked by like adults, okay, what am I talking about? I am an adult, but I get asked by people older than me, like, you give advice on love? Like, it's like mind-blowing for them. But the thing is, I research so much about different topics and I listen to so many podcasts, and because I work from home, like, I have the time to really dive into things, and I've had a lot of life experience. Okay, I have had a lot of life experience. I have this viral breakup video that people love, and I don't really resonate with it anymore because that was a long time ago, and I've learned a lot about relationships and love and all of that. So I kind of want to talk about relationships and dive into different topics. I want to talk about being dumped and going through that and getting your revenge glow up, but not really revenge. That's kind of an icky way to put it. You know what I mean? Like, just getting that glow up that you really want. Okay. And I also want to talk about being the person that needs to break up with somebody else too, because in my viral breakup video, my only experience at that point was like being dumped, and like in the most painful way. It was COVID. I was in the house by myself, in this house that I lived in with this person who broke up with me just like that, like walked out of my life out of nowhere. Goodbye. 2 years down the drain. I don't care. I don't want to be with you anymore. Just like that. When I look at you, I feel nothing. That is literally what this person said to me. And though I don't feel those emotions now, I remember like, I mean, it was life-changing. It was literally life-changing. And I think, you know, there's been people in my life that have said to me, oh, Like you're that girl, like you the breakup video, and it's like, okay, laugh at it all you want, but then when you get dumped, you're gonna be watching my video, because there are different levels to going through a breakup. Like certain breakups can literally change your life forever. That's why people will go like dye their hair a different color or go bungee jumping or just some people turn gay. I know that sounds really dramatic, but like it really changes your life. Like you learn more about yourself when you have experienced love, okay? And being in love. Love hurts. It's scary. When you love somebody, like you are literally giving them your heart. Here's my heart, and do whatever you want with it, really. And if you decide you don't want to be with me, okay, it will shatter me and I will not be okay and I will lose so much weight and be literally like in a manic episode for 6 months. But here's my heart anyway. This is a video that I honestly have never seen somebody do on YouTube. I listen to a lot of different things. There are a lot of creators that I love, okay? I've never seen somebody make a video like this. This is going to be a video targeted to somebody that, you know, might need to do the breaking up. Like you might actually need to break up with somebody. A few years ago when I made my breakup video, I didn't understand like how somebody could possibly be okay whilst I felt so shit. It's like the song Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. Okay, it's like a very white girl song. Love her though. But she's like, good for you. You look happy and healthy. God, I wish I could do that. And that's literally how I felt. I was going through it. I was like, there's just no way that that person is like out there walking, being, existing, and they seem so okay and I'm not okay. And that is something that I want to dive into in another video, because honestly, that's like its own whole topic. And that feeling like being dumped is something that I have so many amazing notes on, and I want to talk about that in another video. So, you know, this video might not be for you. I mean, I guess still stick around. Like if you are heartbroken, then maybe this video will give you some insight as to like maybe why you and that person were not the best match. But this is not a video specifically targeted towards people that have just been dumped. This is more so for someone that might be in a relationship, and though this person might be a nice person and not necessarily like such a obvious red flag, it's like you are stunting your growth by being with this person, and you are not supposed to be with this person. And you might need that like best friend chat, like we're just two friends on FaceTime right now, or you're sitting here on this couch with me. You know what I mean? I feel like that is a conversation that I'm really good at giving my friends. And so I want to give it to you guys. But honestly, the reason why I feel like I can talk about this really well, even though my, you know, main video was like going through a breakup or I got dumped, is because I now understand what it feels like to break up with somebody. I did briefly like date a few people after I got dumped, and like I was so good at realizing like, okay, this is just not a match for me, and cutting things off, even though like one specific person I can think of in mind was so hurt and I was upset to hurt that person, but it's like, this is just not for me, okay? I don't know, even just like I have someone really close to me in my life that had to break up with their partner who was such an amazing partner, okay? This is a guy that I know, and he had to break up with a girl. You know, I just really care about this friend of mine, and his girlfriend was just like amazing, absolutely amazing. And I'm still friends with her to this day. But this person, like my friend, this guy, just felt like they weren't a match. Like he loved her, but he wasn't in love with her. And it was really hard for him. Like, I think even to this day, he still thinks about it. And I think like having those conversations with him made me realize like, oh, like it almost kind of, I don't know how to explain it. It almost like answered so many questions that I had when I was going through my breakup of like, how is that person so okay? They're not okay, but they're going through it in a different way to like what you're going through when you get dumped. You know what I mean? The person who does the breaking up feels upset too, but they've had to like internally, you know, battle with themselves and rationalize and go back and forth and feel all this guilt, and like then the relief of, oh my God, I finally did it. This is what I've been thinking about. And it's like, it's almost like just survival mode. Like you're just trying to like not even think about what you had done. Otherwise you have to come face to face with the fact that like you hurt this person that you love. And so through having conversations like that with that friend and a few of my friends, and even, you know, kind of having to break up with someone myself, I have learned a lot about it. So we're going to dive into it. Let's first talk about how deep down I feel like you know that they're not the one. If you have ended up on this video, you have a slight feeling in you that this person is not the one. I'm not saying like get up and break up with them tomorrow, but I'm going to be talking about a lot of things in this video, and you can always come back to this. You don't have to break up with somebody tomorrow, but you can come back to this video and you can really think about it and mull on it. And I am just your friend here. I'm not forcing you to do anything. You don't have to do anything tomorrow, but this video is just, might be a little sign for you, okay? But deep down, you might have that feeling that they're not the right person for you. A lot of the times people stay in relationships because it's comfortable, because it's easy, because it's what they know. There is this idea of like, oh my God, I'm so afraid of being single because the alternative is being like single in this world where like everyone will treat me like shit and I'm gonna regret it so bad. And like, I just have it so good here because this is comfortable and easy and I need to stay in this. That's a limiting belief. That is a limiting belief. Let me just tell you something, okay? And this is a really tough pill to swallow. Something that I genuinely believe in is that if you are staying with someone because you're afraid to be single, then honey, you need to be single. Like you will never be happy in a relationship. You will never feel truly 100% like, oh my God, I'm so in love and so happy if you feel that way. And let me elaborate why. You might be a little bit confused because I feel like two people that are so in love with each other and so happy, okay, have both individually grown as people. So maybe they've both lived alone in the past or spent a good amount of time single. They know that if they had to ever be single again, they would be okay. They're not staying in this relationship out of fear and out of stress of like, oh my God, I can't be single. So like, I'm just going to stay with you. Because then that's just not cute. I feel like the healthiest relationships are when two people are genuinely comfortable being alone. They're comfortable being single. They know they have other options. There's no like fear, like I was saying before. So if my boyfriend and I broke up tomorrow, I know that I would be okay. Like, yeah, of course I would be devastated. I'm not saying I wouldn't think about him and I wouldn't be sad, but like I would be okay. That's the point. I would be able to live alone if I had to. I know that there are really nice people out there in the world and I would meet people like, obviously I don't want that because I choose to be in this relationship because I'm so happy with it. But like, that's what makes it so amazing is that both him and I understand and know that like, if we had to be alone or something went to shit, one of us betrayed the other and we couldn't be together anymore, whatever, we would be fine. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that is something that you need to hear sometimes, is that staying with somebody because it's comfortable and easy is actually the worst thing that you can do. Like you are robbing yourself of this experience in life where you are so in love with someone, it's all consuming, you want to get married to them, there's no doubt in your mind. Because I'm telling you, as someone in a relationship right now that feels very happy and amazing, I'm not saying it's going to last forever. I don't know. I don't have the answers. Like people say, is he the one? He feels like it right now, but you just never know what's going to happen. But as somebody in a relationship right now, I can tell you, relationships do exist where you don't have doubt. Okay. I don't wake up and think about what my life would be like single because I am happy with my choice to be in this relationship. It's not holding me back from anything at all. And so a relationship should not be holding you back from anything. You know what I mean? Let me talk about something. I feel like when you are considering maybe breaking up with somebody, the one battle you have in your head is like, but I love this person. I have good memories with them. Listen to me, babe. Let's hold hands. Actually, let's have a deep breath. And when I say babe, you can be a guy, a girl. I don't care who you are. A gay, a they. Don't care. Everyone's welcome here on this couch. Okay? Let's have a deep breath. 3, 2, 1. Okay. This is my opinion. It's not a fact, but it's just my opinion. I believe that you can easily find someone that you love. You can easily feel chemistry or lust, and you know what I mean? Like, I know there's people out there that will be like, oh my God, I can't find anyone. Like every guy that I go on dates with, they treat me like shit. I know that there are girls and guys out there that'll be like, there's no one to date. That's a whole other video within itself. I don't believe in that. I believe if you keep constantly saying that, then that is what you'll manifest. And if you are going for guys that treat you like shit or there's like a pattern, then that's a you problem. There's something there that, you know, might be a problem within yourself that you're not acknowledging. That's another video though. I don't want to talk about that right now, but I believe, and some people might not agree with me, I believe that it's easy to find people that you have good chemistry with, that you love, that you can have a decent relationship with. The thing is, the difference between a mediocre relationship where you have chemistry with somebody and you love them and have good memories with them, because obviously when you're together, joined at the hip, doing everything together, then, it's easy to feel like I love this person. This is my person. But they're not your person if you're not compatible with them. Love is not enough. This is my opinion. I'm not saying this is the answer and that I'm Gandhi and I have like all the answers, okay? But like, you need to be compatible with this person. Where do you want to live? What hobbies do you have? Your financial status. What future do you have in mind? Do you both want kids? Do you both want to spend all your money traveling the world? Or do you want to spend all your money, building a home, like getting a mortgage and like, I don't know, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like, if my partner wanted to like save all of his money and buy a house and like prepare for having a family and all that stuff, like we just would not be in the same place. We wouldn't be able to work because our plans would be totally different. I don't want that. I don't see that for my future. I've always said I could see myself being engaged at like 27. I'm 23 now, turning 24 in a few months, but like I could see myself being engaged at 27, having like a long engagement and a really beautiful wedding and stuff. But like, I don't want kids until I'm like past 30. Like, I also feel like I'm so passionate about my career and moving cities and traveling and being free and young and like, those old videos of Jay Alvarez and Alexis Ren. That's the shit that I'm after. Like, that is the future that I want. The near future looks like that. So much travel, so much fun. And there are people out there that don't value those things the same way that I do. Like, maybe they love travel, but it's not like on the top of their list, like me. You need to be compatible. Okay, you need to get real. You need to start writing reassurance notes for yourself, journaling, write down, literally put it down in your notes or on paper, a whole list, okay? Take your emotions out of it, think rationally, write down on paper the pros and cons of this person. If your pros are like, I have great memories with them, they're a really lovely person, I hate to say this to you, but like, you can find that in other people, and you are truly being ridiculous if you think that you won't find somebody else that holds those qualities. I'm sorry, I know it sounds harsh, but it's like your pros need to be, we have the same goals in mind. We love doing the same things. We both want to move to this country together. Our futures like really complement each other. Like whatever, your careers complement each other, whatever it is. You guys can have two completely different careers, but if it works out, it works out. Okay. My boyfriend's a pilot. And so he in the future is going to be like leaving a lot. And I think a lot of people wouldn't really be able to handle that. Like I have a few friends that I know definitely would hate dating somebody that has that kind of schedule. But like, because I am very flexible, I can easily go with him, or I don't know, I love being alone. I love traveling on my own. I love doing shit on my own. So like, I will have no problem occupying myself. I will be totally fine. And I'm also good at making friends in different places, and we just complement each other really well. Like the future that we talk about makes sense. If something were to happen, like I said before, and our timelines weren't matching up and we couldn't be together, that's a different story. But it's not like I'm holding on to potential. That is where you're really clowning yourself. Like that is really, really you being a clown, is when you're holding on to this idea of like, maybe, just maybe things will work out and be okay. Just because I love this person and have good memories with them. It's not going to be okay if you guys are so clearly not compatible. If you wrote it down in your notes, okay, and you wrote down all of the cons of this person and they seem like things that are not going to change, then you're just lying to yourself. Honestly, this person might be blocking your elevation. You might be trying to build a lifestyle that this person doesn't understand because they don't see that lifestyle for their future. And that's okay. That's not a them problem. It's a you problem. I hate to break it to you, but like if you are in a relationship with somebody and you want to have a Mercedes, that's like what you want for your next car. And this person is happy to have a Mazda. No shade to Mazda. Okay, I have a Mazda and I love my Mazda, but anyway, this person just wants a Mazda for the rest of their life, and they have like this one Mazda in mind, and they're very happy having like a simple life. They don't need too much. They don't really want to travel. Like, who is in the wrong here? It's you for like low key, deep down judging them or resenting them for wanting the things that they want. You can't change somebody. Okay. But one thing I will say is there is that person out there that will match your energy, that wants what you want, that would spend money on a car that you would spend money on too. And they're not going to judge you because they see that for their future as well. So it's not like you believing in this person's potential and like trying so hard to play Build-A-Bear and fix a man kind of thing, because you could just find a man that actually ticks all the boxes and wants what you want in the future too. You are not a rehab center. You're not their mother. Okay, I know this is like really cutthroat advice, but like you need to get real. Like sometimes some females, especially females, okay, because we have that like motherly instinct, our feminine touch, we can fix everything, but it's like we want to fix a man. Real advice, love is not enough. You have to be compatible with a person. You obviously want to love somebody, and you can't just like meet someone that checks all the boxes, but you don't have that attraction to them. And that's where it's hard. You have to find that unicorn, someone that you are attracted to, that you love, that also checks a lot of your boxes. They have a career that you like, you know, you're proud of their career matches up to your career financially, you're both sort of in the same pool. Like, I think that there is this thing where like a lot of women dream of dating somebody that's so rich. And in a recent video that I filmed called Easy Women Don't Get Princess Treatment, that is like a very controversial title. I don't know if I'm actually going to title it that. It's not up yet. But like in that video, I kind of discuss like how I disagree with this idea of like, oh my God, this man is supposed to just come into my life and pay for everything and I don't have to do anything. Like, don't you want more than that as a woman? I totally understand wanting a man to like make your life easier, pay for your things is attractive. I find that attractive. And my boyfriend knows that. When he comes home and he brings me flowers or he pays for dinner or he does like anything, I love that. That is what makes me attracted to somebody. Obviously, sorry, that sounds vain. Not just that, but like I find that attractive. But like I have so much to offer as a woman. I have my own money. I'm not financially dependent on him. Being a dependent is ugly. When you look up the definition of a dependent, it's somebody like, it's like a child, like financially dependent on a parent. You don't want to be that. I feel like that's unattractive. That doesn't keep your partner, or in this instance, like for me, a man, valuing me like the way I should be valued, I think. I don't know, maybe this is controversial, but I feel like if you are a woman that can hold your own, you have your own money, I almost think that's more attractive for a man, because they're like, I want to make your life easy. I want to be the person that helps you like relax a little bit and just be like a princess and kind of in your feminine energy, you know what I mean? But like, you can't just be dependent on them. You should aim higher than that. I think that you should aim to be a successful, independent person, okay, that can hold their own, and you know what you want in a man. And when they come along, you're not going to lose them, because they're going to value you, because they're going to have this like fire under their ass and this feeling of this sense of urgency of like, I need to keep this woman in my life, because if I leave her, she'll have no problems paying her own rent, doing her own thing, and like finding another guy. Do you get what I'm saying? Anyway, I've gone on a little bit of a rant, but you know, if you're dreaming big and the person that you are with is dreaming small, then you are not compatible, and love is not enough, and you might need to break up with that person. That relationship beforehand, I really, really did doubt it a lot. Like I constantly thought about being single and fantasized about it. I know it sounds so bad, but I would just be thinking, oh, just my life would be so much easier if I could just grow a pair of balls and not be in this relationship and like break up with him. And eventually I did. And yeah, I was sad and I went through a bit of guilt. I felt selfish. I felt bad for hurting that person, but ultimately I felt so free. After the fear and doubt and that feeling of like, am I going to regret this goes away, you are going to feel extremely happy with your decision. Okay. Because honestly, even if you do regret it and 3 months later, you're like, oh, no, I made the biggest mistake of my life. I need to get back with that person. Okay. Then you can always try. And then if you do get back with that person, then it was meant to be. And if you don't get back with that person, it was absolutely not meant to be. And you're meant to keep healing and keep moving on, and time heals everything. There's no way you're going to be like 11 years down the line thinking, I messed up, like I the one that got away. Like it's just, I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that, because there are so many stories out there of people breaking up for a little bit and then getting back together because they realized, I can't live without you. I need you. This is the relationship that I want. But sometimes, as bad as it sounds, you need to be away from something to understand how much you love and appreciate it, like your hometown. Sometimes some people need to get away from their hometown to realize it wasn't really that bad. I actually love it there and I want to move back.
I don't feel that way, okay? But like, it's just an example. If you go through a breakup with somebody and you're really afraid of feeling like it might be the worst decision, you never know. Your paths might cross in the future, and then if it does, it will feel amazing. But with where you're at now and with how you feel right now, it's never gonna just click and randomly feel amazing, because sometimes you have to let go of something to fully find it. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Like, you have to let go of something and be free and just let the universe bring to you what you need. And it might be that person. You might need to both do some growing and then come back to each other, you know? Even if it was the right call, it's still gonna hurt. Like, loss hurts, and you need to embrace that. You need to understand that. It's healthy to cry. It's healthy to feel like shit. You're gonna go through empowerment and expansion and just a whole new level of feeling amazing. If you want peace and you want growth, then you have to be selfish and you have to put yourself first. And I don't really love the word selfish because it's kind of like a negative word, like almost like you're doing something really bad or really wrong. But you need to understand, like, sometimes some people come into our lives to serve a purpose, and maybe they have served their purpose. You learned what you needed to learn, and it's time to grow, it's time to elevate, and it's time to expand, okay? It's time to have different experiences. It's time to really just be on your own for a little bit. And that's when all the magic happens, okay? That is when you will truly start to live. Because if you are feeling like this might not be the right place for you, then I'm telling you, it's not the right place for you. Listen to me when I say this. You don't owe anyone comfort at the expense of your future. What you don't change, you are choosing. So if you're dating somebody that's bummy, then you're choosing that. And you can't sit around complaining about your life in 10 years from now when you guys have kids or whatever, and you're like doing everything and you got married to the complete wrong person. So that is the cutthroat advice I have for today on breaking up with somebody, choosing yourself, choosing to love yourself, putting yourself first. I really hope that you guys like this video, and I love reading where you guys are from in the world. So leave me a comment down below. I read all of your comments. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video.
Hi guys, quick sponsorship break. I want to say a huge thank you to Cosy Island for sponsoring today's video. I am going away to Europe. By the time that you watch this video, I will be in Europe. How exciting. So I need some good footwear. I've been needing some nice heels to take, heels that are comfortable, that don't break the bank account, and that also look really nice and will look good with all of my outfits. I'm gonna show you these really nice heels that I got and how I've styled them, but there are so many different styles on the website. Okay, so if you guys are interested in different colors, different styles, it's all on there. There is something for everybody on the Cosy Island website. You can see the inside here. There's like this padding. Gorgeous. Like, look at this style and design. Like, that is honestly such a beautiful heel, and it's like mesh, so it's like breathable, and I don't know, it's just really, really comfortable. Okay, I love this design. It's so cute. I've packed a few black outfits, and I really love this cheetah print, so this is very much a me style heel. So they have features like arch support insoles and the use of sneaker technology in high heel production. Like I said, there's a variety of different products offered on the website. There are shoes, boots, accessories, etc. Cosy Island is a global footwear brand with the vision of comfort without compromise. This heel has slingback straps that stay put, and you can even fold it. They're also ergonomic. I feel like these are a staple, so I also got these as well when wearing black outfits. I've been loving wearing tights. I'm gonna insert like some pictures from Pinterest so you guys get the vibes, but like tights and heels together. And you know, I really needed a good pair of black heels like this, like something simple, but also guys, these are so comfortable. It blows my mind. Here's a close-up. Again, they have this like padding, so soft, amazing. These feel super supportive and I love them so much as well. So I'm gonna show you guys how I style both of these different heels. Thank you so much to Cosy Island for sponsoring today's video. If you guys are interested in checking out the different styles on their website, you can use my code here on the screen. Everything will be linked in my description below, along with a code for you guys to use too. So yeah, without further ado, let's get back into the video.